Hi, guys. How's everyone doing? You guys having fun at Babscon? All right, real quick, I just want everyone to shout out, what's been your favorite panel so far? Go. I understood most of that, so that's great. I want to thank you all for coming on out. This is the Bronies React panel here, Babscon 2022. Thank you all for being here. So, we're going to just kind of kick things off here, and I'm going to bring up some of the fellow individuals that are part of this wacky series, Bronies React. Let's start off with, let's see, who's back there? Who's back there? Oh, hey, is that Saberspark? Ah, Saberspark. You sit where you feel right. And next up, let's bring to the stage Silver Quill. Hello. Any seat will do. And finally, you know him, Dustykat. Again, want to thank you all for joining us here. Very excited to be back at Babscon. Always enjoy this convention. Always enjoy its weather. Some conventions we end up at are very warm. What's the?
Yay!
Yay! Are those the sisters? Oh, that's
Dusty's little pony.
Oh. So, well, first off, I always like asking this question. Who out there has never seen or even heard of Bronies React that's in our audience?
What?
Thank you. My biggest fan in the front row. We kind of got into it last night with the dating game, and I think I've created a mortal enemy, so I have. What?
What happened?
Well, who here was at the dating game last night? Okay, so for those that weren't, a fantastic panel, by the way, put on by Step to Harmony. Yeah, they basically, you have to simp.
What's simping? What are we talking about?
You know.
Oh, it's simple.
It's simple, that's right.
Oh, it's that.
It's that. That's simping. That's simping. Yeah, and yeah, we had to. It was 18 plus, so in some ways you let a lot of guards drop, and yeah, I Rainbow Dash stepped on me at the end. That's the prize, by the way. That's a good thing. So no, it was a lot of fun. It's a very fun panel to attend if you're able. That being said, we had a couple hands go up here. Bronies React is a series on YouTube that's been going on for over 10 years. And
Decades.
centuries. It's been going on for a long time. And it's been so much fun to continue to put on. It sounds like it is. It is Bronies reacting. And we started out reacting to stuff that was online, kind of in some forms, not necessarily fan-made content, but content made around the fandom. And then it progressed to us sticking with a lot of the show content itself. And yeah, it's still going, and I appreciate everybody that continues to watch it and come out to these panels, and it's been quite a ride, guys. Over 10 years of Bronies React, so wow. So for those that are new to the panels, these are going to be very heavily Q&A driven. So to kick things off, we have a Q&A mic here in the middle aisle. So we're going to go ahead and form a line for anyone that has a question.
And it can be a question about anything.
Yeah,
Bronies
it could
React,
be.
if you want to talk to us about what we're doing. Yeah, we can react to what you're.
We'll react
asking
to your
us.
question.
Yes, we're reacting to
Certainly.
your questions. Yeah, so anything what we're working on, what Saber's working on, what I'm working on, what AC's working on, or anything that goes do with Bronies React over the last decade. There's a lot of it out there. I'm sure a lot of us have forgotten what the hell we did. Remind us.
Yeah. So don't be shy, because I know that we tend to have a lot of questions for these panels, and right now nobody wants to be the first one. So who? Oh, there you go. There we go. Oh, they're getting up. Here we are. Well, now see, we went from everyone being like, I'm not going to be the first, and
We had a fan-in collision.
Yes.
it happens.
Is my mic? Yep.
Yes, it is. All right, first question.
Oh, goodness. Oh, the mic's working. Oh,
Yes.
hello.
Yay!
Hi.
Yay! Thank you, AV team.
No, seriously, thank you, AV team.
All right, well, plot twist for this one. Not really a question, more a statement. I just wanted to thank all of y'all for coming out here and just letting us torture you for a little bit. And congratulations to you winning last night's My Little Dating Game.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, you were.
I wasn't.
you should
I
get
wasn't
yours.
there. I wasn't there soon enough, and I come in the door, and this is sitting there simping to my girl, and I almost went up there and just yanked him by the back of the neck and said, "What do you think you're doing?"
You're not the
My
only
girl.
one that wishes
My
you did
girl.
that.
You should have seen it, because Race is like
Simmering.
talking about sherbet ice cream and looking it to Rainbow Dash.
Oh, I was there.
And Dusty walks to the door, and I see a single tear drop down his cheek.
Yeah,
I was like, what's
pretty
about to
much.
happen?
Yeah,
I
pretty
seem
much.
to remember a s'mores
Yeah.
comment being made,
It's
though.
you know why? Because Rainbow Dash likes sherbet. Sherbet is what she likes. He doesn't know nothing about Rainbow Dash.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What would you have given Rainbow Dash?
I would have given her a sherbet on ice with some little bananas and some strawberries, a little chocolate, and then some chocolate on me. And then we would,
At least you
No?
didn't say bananas on it.
no? Okay, next.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, at least only half the audience is thinking about leaving at this point, so.
Hello.
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 Hello, Hell Jumper.
This is mainly a question just about your guys' experience with the series over the past few years. Do you have a particular reaction or piece of content that sticks out in your mind the most?
So a reaction or piece of content that sticks out in our mind the most.
For me, I think it was a supplement video I did on Tanks for the Memories, talking about the grieving process and how it's not often portrayed in media. And so that one was probably where I first went really down the rabbit hole, looking for deeper ideas, and have been trying to springboard off that since.
I think for me, it's when Silver and I did a collab about Rainbow Dash becoming a Wonderbolt. And everybody had their own ideas because it had been happening for so long. It's like we all had our ideas how she would become a Wonderbolt. I had mine. I'm sure you all had yours. But then we had the episode and we went, wow, somebody really a pooch on this one. And I talked about, look, that's now canon. That's how it happened, right? It's not my canon. It's their canon. So I have to accept that like everybody else has to accept it. I didn't want to, but I did. Because Rainbow's my girl, and I thought that she should have had a better episode of becoming a Wonderbolt. But when you looked at who wrote that episode, it was a couple of writers who weren't with the series. They were new people. They didn't understand what had gotten to that point. And we actually spent a good hour talking about that, being able to accept what canon is, even though it's not your canon, and being okay with that. And I think that really sticks out to me for the last 4 or 5 years.
What was the question again? I mean that sincerely. I forgot.
Favorite piece or a piece of media, either that you've created or in the fandom that has stuck out to you.
That's not actually the question that I asked.
What was
Over the course of Bronies React, what is the favorite? What is a reaction or a piece of content that has stuck out in your minds?
I mean, the finale will be with me forever,
Yeah.
because that was the culmination of a journey that is awesome that we get to continue it here at conventions, which is like, guys, for the record, like Bronies, I love you all so much. Like, it's so cool. We get to do this. Like, I think this fandom is like such a microcosm of just creativity and passion, and just the fact that over a decade later we're still doing this dance and it doesn't feel like we're almost making it. It's like, no, we're still here. Like, we have a footprint. It's awesome. And seeing the finale, like, it got me. I was like, man, like, what a journey, and what a wonderful conclusion. And in tandem with Bronies React, which is another journey that's, you know, parallel to it, but like, I don't know, it just I will never forget it. I will never forget the finale and how satisfying it was, but also like it was like saying goodbye to a friend.
Yeah, when we started, you were such a baby YouTuber.
Was?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for me, it was also the series finale, and a large part because of where the series has come, and seeing how many people were willing to come back,
Yeah.
and take part in it. People that have not been in the fandom or watching the show, in some cases for more than 5 years, willing to come back and still say what the show meant to them, how it changed their lives. That meant a lot to me, that even people that I maybe only worked with once still had that positive experience with the series, that they were willing to come back. So that was always something that, for me, meant a lot to me. So, and like Saber said, it was just the way the send-off was with the actual episodes to send things off. I just thought it was all great. So.
Yeah, when that book closed, I was like teary-eyed. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was swearing Daniel on him at the end. He put that little piece of music there at the end. I just want to like smack.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
The one clap, the two clap, and the unsure clap. It's like Citizen Kane.
Howdy y'all, good to see y'all again. So, we've had our somber moment and our reminder of where we have been throughout all these years. It's been quite a ride from 2011 till now. So, where do you think, or what's your opinion on the way the future seems to be looking right now? Like, full, honest opinion between the art style changes and some of the things that people have been seeing with the new shows versus the way the movie turned out. Like, what's G5 looking like for Brony Reacts?
There's like two questions.
Kind of. But I would say I've seen all 5 of the YouTube shorts. Saw the movie. Loved the movie. Movie was great. Music is awesome. Yeah, music are bangers. So for what they needed to do to restart My Little Pony, the movie does its job. When the people working on the movie started showing us everything it could have been, I was going, wow, we got gypped. This could have been so much more. It's good, but this could have been so much more. But they wanted to start off the show, but they didn't want to give too much, right? They want something to build on. This is a build on the world type of movie. Then we start seeing the YouTube stuff. And the first 4 were like, I don't want you to break the characters to tell a story. And they broke Zip to tell the story, and they broke Izzy to tell a story. But the 5th one that just came out this week was world building of Pip, what she does. Now she's got her own salon. If you haven't seen it, close your ears. She has her own salon. The salon's in Maritime Bay. Her insecurities, and then coming back and having her securities back. And that's the way to tell the story. You didn't break the character to tell your story. The first 4 broke the characters to tell the story. I didn't like them. The one that just came out, let's get some more of that. And then I'm sort of waiting for the special that comes out next month, which is what I'm really waiting for. I want to see what the 3D, what they're going to do with that special, and then I'll make up my mind.
Fair enough.
And as for the art style, I mean, I'm not as big a fan of Tell Your Tale.
Nope.
It's much budgeted, is what I would call it. So we need to produce these fast. We need to produce them a little cheaper. So let's go with this very simplified art style. I have full confidence, however, in the artistic skill of the Brony community, who produce amazing pieces of artwork for all these characters, including folks in the vending hall, plug, and Artist Alley, plug. So,
Okay.
but I do mean it when I say I believe in the fandom's ability to produce different visual expressions of the same character and feel right at home.
In my opinion, what we're getting right now with Tell Your Tale on YouTube is brilliant. when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean with the storytelling or the art style, but in regards to grabbing a younger audience, it's giving them, a lot of people right now, when they go to a restaurant and their young kid needs entertaining, they flip on the iPad, hand it over to them. I'm sure many of us have been at a restaurant. You all of a sudden hear some cartoon playing. You're like, where's that coming from? And some kid sitting there like this. That is going to attract a younger audience. A younger audience is eventually what's going to start filling these seats at conventions. And so I think it's great for a venue for them to maybe be like, oh, hey, you know, this is fun. And then, oh, hey, there's a movie, we can show them that too. And then, oh, there was a series that came before. Like, there's going to be a lot of content. And I think that just from that standpoint of attracting that younger audience, giving them something that they can easily access for free on YouTube, I like that. So,
On that point, I have a nephew, my twin brother's son, just had a baby of his own. I'm a granduncle. And she's 1. She loves Rainbow Dash.
I wonder why.
But she does not know me.
Oh.
She's never known me. She never knew anything. She found ponies on her own. And it's like, yeah. So that person, I'm sure a lot of people in here found ponies when they were in their early teens, and now they're adults. And they're coming here on their own, when they used to come here with their parents, right? It's going to happen again. So, yeah, I sent her a Rainbow Dash.
Although,
Nice.
does this mean we need to start looking for the Rainbow Dash gene?
Yes. But here's some of my blood. You do.
Oh, no, not right here.
The important part is we only need to find the Rainbow Dash gene, the Twilight gene. We don't need to worry about the others.
Yeah.
No, but thank you for your
Thank you for your
question.
question.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to the future. I'm excited to see what's to come.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for coming out.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
With all the great fan content that is out there, speaking sort of on the new, bringing in new blood and new audiences and things like that, imagine that you had somebody that was new to the fandom that had seen that's familiar with all the Hasbro stuff, all the series and all the movies. If you could recommend one fan-made series or clip or show or podcast or, you know what I mean? Like if you had one chance to show them something that the fans do, what would you pick?
Anything Duo Artist did.
I'm sorry?
Anything Duo Artist did. Anything.
Dual artist?
Yep, Children of the Night. Yep. Anything that Ponyphonic made. All of his music. Just about anything that Argo Daemon's doing. Anything. All good stuff. All funny. All awesome. Remembrance. I cry every time I watch it. Every fucking time. Those 3, of course. There's tons and tons of others. Any of the top 10s, the top 10 video things on YouTube, just send them there. It's like, go watch those, because that's going to send you to all of the good stuff. And I think you start in those 4 places, and they're just going to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I know, like for me, like one of the biggest clinchers, and I've loved them throughout with what they did were the anthologies. Like it was that humor tied in with the show actually confused me, because I think I saw the anthology first, and then at some point I landed on a clip of Fluttershy, doing with the deep voice singing, and I'm like, oh, this is a great edit. And then I actually watched the show and went, oh, that wasn't an edit. So yeah, that'd probably be it for me.
See, okay, for a genuinely positive and involving, I'd show something from Minty Roots channel.
Yep.
Okay. But if I really wanted to mess with them, I'd show them DWK's channel.
Yeah.
I feel like it's tough, because like, it depends on the person's like preference. They might be like, I'm a writer, I'm an artist, I do animation or whatever. I like to get a good cross section. So like, not to pat you on the back, Race, but maybe one of your earlier vlogs of BronyCon 2013, where the excitement's so contagious, and it's like walking to the vendor hall and just seeing all the different kinds of, ways this content manifests, from plushies to art and going to different panels and stuff like that, where it's like, wow, this is the fandom, here they are strutting their stuff. And I have some comments on your vlogs where folks are like, I want to be there, dang it.
Yeah.
And it's really neat because we've had folks actually like post those comments and then meet us in real life and be like, I watched your vlog, Race, and now I'm here. And I know for you, that's a very good feeling.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly rewarding to hear that kind of stuff. I remember I was caught off guard the last convention I went to, which was HarmonyCon. An artist in the vendor hall I've spoken to many times in the past goes, I probably would never have been at these conventions if I didn't discover your vlogs. It was Assassin Monkey. And I'm like,
And that's
I'm like, I've loved your art for so long. I never knew this.
We'd have never had Stroop waffles.
Oh, he gave me 2.
Assassin Monkey is way overseas.
Netherlands.
Way overseas. And here's a story. I went riding motorcycles in New Zealand with SR Foxy. People know SR, right? So we go riding motorcycles in New Zealand. We stop at one place and we do zip lining in a place, and all of a sudden I come back to the zip line guy to give the stuff back. Goes, I know you. It's like, what? You're Dustykat the manliest brony, aren't you? It's like, you caught me. Yeah, I'm in a witness protection program. But New Zealand, for crying out loud. So yeah, it hits you sideways, the reach that you have for people. That's kind of weird.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I would like to know if anybody has any favorite Pony fan-made songs.
Pony fan-made songs.
Yes. Anything acoustic Brony's done. Anything. Of course, they're called Remake now.
Yeah.
And they just released Elements again. Go buy it. It's amazing. They redid a lot of the songs, the early songs. They finished all of the different, all of the girls. It's a wonderful EP. Go buy it today.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I was going to say the same thing, Dusty, because these are 2 guys that had quite the presence in the fandom, and they still do overseas a lot of the concerts and whatnot with those conventions. But like, it's not like they were constantly creating new stuff for Pony. And I remember one day I was talking to Ed, and he goes, "Oh hey, don't tell anyone about this." And he sent me the work in progress of Loyalty, and I was like, "Oh, what?" It's really cool. I've always admired the musicians in this fandom for what they've produced. It doesn't stop with Remake or Acoustic Brony. It goes quite on, and there's a lot of talent that will also be playing tonight, that also played last night. So make sure you do check out the concert if you can.
Are we including remixes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Dev. Gosh, but then there was a remix of Winter Wrap Up. It was when I was very first starting in on this in the fandom, and I just kept listening and listening to it because it was so awesome. But now I'm blanking on the creator. There's a Versus in their title. Versus Robot Master.
Not sure.
I would.
I love online names, don't you? Like,
It's like we get paid by the syllable. But a remix of both Winter Wrap Up and of Pinky's Giggle at the Ghosties, I would listen to at work in a completely different environment than what the songs were portraying, and just loving the contrast.
There's a song called Sunshine Celery Stalks by Pinkie Pie Square. That's a classic.
that is a classic.
I find it so amusing that like when ponies took off in like the early 2010s, dubstep was also like taking off. So you had this weird cross section where it's like, oh, I'm Pinkie Pie, and like, oh wow, one stop shop.
And early stuff, Mike the Microphone, and all those guys that were in that group that did all of the wonderful, wonderful rap stuff from the early days.
Man, I remember going to BronyCon 2012 and being like, wow, Brony musicians. There's ACRacebest. You know, it's like, I don't know why. Just like in hindsight, and I say this to like not detract from like, we have fun and Brony musician, Brony animator, whatever. Have fun with that. But it's still like, I'm like, what a sight to behold. That is the Jackalap.
In the flesh.
It's like, who? Yeah.
And that's
Mom, it's Jackalap.
And that's really weird. It's like today, ACRacebest is playing concerts in LA.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Odyssey is playing San Jose and Santa Cruz. He's playing big clubs.
That's it.
Everybody is basically moved on to bigger and better things, and they're making bank.
Yeah, Tombstone.
And they
okay.
started here. Tombstone
Yeah.
is now not just Tombstone; it's Tombstone a group.
I've never seen Tombstone. Tombstone blows my mind to like springboard off of Pony right into FNAF and then into like literal Milky Way. You know.
Yeah,
off the
literally,
drum in
he's
the
playing
galaxy.
festivals in Europe.
I mean,
Like,
the
holy-
guy had the greatest dance moves. He'd be.
Yeah, that guy's like literally like a noodle.
he's freaking amazing. He's great.
That's great.
But thanks for your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, did
Love
you
your
figure out your the name?
Yes, I did. That remix I was talking about earlier was a DJ Amaya versus Groovebot remix.
No wonder I couldn't remember the name.
It's like they get paid by the syllable.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Derek.
Hi there. This is an interesting question to think about. What episode would you think would be best to show to somebody who has never watched the show before, who has no background in it whatsoever, and you have to make a good first impression because it's an interesting problem. You've got to think of an episode which is good, which doesn't require any background knowledge of the show, and also has enough elements of the show to get them completely hooked into it. And it's essentially a self-contained episode.
Did 2 points count?
I meant within the show. It's within the show itself. But I always think Sonic Rainboom ticks all of these boxes in terms of a very good episode to show
I
someone.
don't know. It's a
What
Rainbow
about
Dash
you?
episode though. I'm sorry.
So yeah, what would you think would be a good one?
Winter wrap up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always, I really get simple with these where I go, the first episode would probably be a great starter. I know that our friend Jaxblade always shows people the season 4 finale when that was the one where Tyrek blows everything up. He's like, this will change what you think you know.
I did.
That requires build up to it.
I agree.
I did actually use that because I was asked to do a talk at a big music festival in Seattle, and they said the name of this was "Why Bronies, Why Juggalos, Why Now." That was the name of it. So I had to be there talking. I did my thing, and the Juggalo did his thing, and I did a whole talk about season 4's finale, and I said, you think you know Pony, and I hit the button, and it went on the big screen, and people's eyes went, oh my
We all
God,
did that
that's
too.
not the My Little Pony I think I know. And they listened to me because that brought them in.
Are 2-parters allowed or no?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, possibly the season 2 premiere with Discord. Yes. Because like it's just, and also it helps to hear like, it's the Star Trek guy, But also the last roundup is a lot of fun. Like all the characters are firing on all cylinders in the last roundup.
And I might suggest Hurricane Fluttershy. It doesn't feature the whole cast, but it does show the dynamics they bring to the table. And also gets some of the larger town involved, at least on the Pegasus side of things. So I consider that a good teaser, but then again, I am a Fluttershy fan and highly biased.
Simp.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, you guys.
Started?
So my question is, if there was anything on Bronies React that you would do differently, what would it be?
I'd have a better Octavia costume.
I would have a better excuse to leave the show.
I would wear a wig? No. Well, okay, a lot of the amateur mistakes I did early on when I got to join with A Royal Problem. And one of the first things I realized is my home is absolutely horrible for recording. There are windows that always highlight my back, which some would argue is my best side. But I was like, I can't record until the evening. Otherwise, it looks like there's a nuclear inferno taking place outside. And, well, since then, I've gotten like blinder shades and a new mic I'm going to try out. So basically, I just, go back and slap my younger self upside the head. This is what you need to do, youngin'.
I would get 3 extra hours of Black Griffin footage to add to the 10 that he usually sends me.
And you know that Nora will love that.
It would probably happen too. One of the things that for me with the editing side would probably be hiring someone to do the audio mixing with it, because I do it clip by clip and it takes forever, and I'm sure there's much better ways to do it. I'm just not that smart, so.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for your question.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello there. Yes, it's me. So, I got one question for all of you guys. This is gonna be something that, like, okay, yeah, you guys have, your YouTube channel's grown to make better content. But how about we just look back and what are your most cringiest videos you made on your YouTube?
I love this question. Love it. Well, Race is still uploading cringy videos.
That's right, I haven't stopped. Nothing's changed.
We're literally recording one at this very moment.
And now you're in it.
Where have the unicorns gone?
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's still up there. I never took it down.
So Race is like just fearless. Like I've never met a person who can just get in front of people and like, okay, who's afraid of public speaking? All right, there's more of you. You're so afraid to answer, you can't even lift your arm. Race is the kind of guy where it's like, do the thing, Race, and he'll like walk in front of 1,000 strangers and start like doing like beatboxing and like, you know, breakdancing. And you had that like as a Brony video where he was on a cruise and he bought like this like Goodwill like captain outfit and filmed himself dancing around the cruise ship, mouthing the word as a brony. And I'm like, you're bold, you're fearless. Like, folks be like, I can't do it. And you're like, I need to do it.
I'm dancing around these people on a cruise ship. So I purposely wrote this to be obnoxiously dumb. And then I'm like, and it needs an obnoxiously dumb video to go with it. So yeah, you're in that video. Both of you are in that video, dancing around to, yeah, it's as a brony, it was written to in the Navy. Hence why I'm walking around in a attempted captain suit thing. And yeah, it's so bad. And I intended it to be so. Like, yeah, I showed that to DB last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's so funny is like the older you get, you look back on these, cringe videos, and you're like, yeah, they're cringy, but they're like endearing. Where it's like you start looking at it with like sentimental value. Where you're like, that was fun. It was silly, but it was fun. I did this really cringe like this video never went public. I did this Attack on Titan, like called it Attack on Brony. And it's like back in 2013 where I recreated the scene where, spoilers, this is the first season, where Aaron's mom is eaten by a Titan, and I'm like that Titan, but I'm like using like a pony as like Aaron's mom, and I rip its head off and I eat it.
Didn't you wasn't that the one where you tied Fluttershy to a fan or something?
No, it was another time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love how I was in my early 20s, when most folks consider you to be an adult paying your taxes, and I'm like, I'm gonna go tie some dental floss to a Fluttershy and attach it to my ceiling fan and turn it on and scream. What are you doing in there, son? Busy things, Mom. Leave me alone. Important busy things.
I love the one where you had the turkey baster on your head and said, Mom, I'm a princess. You're a disgrace.
You always get this wrong. You make it worse than whatever. I say, no, you're an embarrassment. And when you recall this story, you always make it worse. You're like, no, you're adopted.
He said you're a mistake. Or yeah, you were a mistake.
I'm like, stop it, Dusty. It wasn't that.
You have to remember that when you're up here, it's a joke.
It's always a joke.
Everything we do is to entertain.
We are jokes. Is
we
what
are
we're saying.
Jokes. It's not cringe to us. Basically, everything we do is to entertain you, and if we have to be cringe to do it, that's our job. That's what we do. And if you are entertained by it, all the better.
I had an open banana peel on my head after he had it on his head for 5 minutes yesterday. So it was a good day.
Cringe all boils down to like very good intention.
Were you guys at Bronies or at Hooves Line yesterday? Some of you? Yeah. The ones who weren't, we were doing a scene where this one had a banana on his head, like this. This one is trying to eat the banana. Me, as the host, says, hold. I go over there, I grab the banana that it had their fingers all on, I'm eating it as I go over here.
And of course, all Silver Quill's lunch we stole.
All Silver Quill's lunch we stole.
Oh, sorry, but I did not know that.
I nearly died.
But me eating that banana is a bit of cringe to some people, but it's a joke. Everybody got it, and it was funny. And it's like, it's okay.
Did you have an answer for this?
Yes, I did. All right, the cringe video. Everyone remember the ice bucket challenge?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get too much into it. So when I was challenged, I just did like a cup of, I made it look like this gallon of ice water. It was really just a cup with some ice. But here's where it backfired. See, this was the first time most people had seen me on screen. From my voice, they apparently expected a mixture between Fabio and Antonio Banderas. And they got me.
Much better.
Oh no, I still remember in the wealth of comments of, oh my God, you're so ugly. One person said, wow, fat, bald, and white. Didn't expect that. And I looked at that comment and said, white? I mean, I'm 2 out of 3 right off the bat, but why are you surprised that I'm white? Did I imply otherwise? Do I sound different? I consider myself the epitome of mayonnaise on Wonder Bread being eaten by a polar bear in a blizzard. Why are you surprised I'm white?
Some crimes can't be forgiven.
Thank you for your question.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Hello.
Hey. Okay, give me a second. That was good though. So throughout, it's just a simple question. So throughout the entirety of My Little Pony, we God damn it, I dropped the ball. So throughout the entirety of the show, I'll make this simple. What is your least favorite episode?
Least favorite episode?
Yeah, not the worst, but like.
Least favorite.
Which one did we personally like the least?
Yeah, well, first of all, sorry, I really dropped.
You're fine, take your time.
You're good.
So, least favorite episode?
Yeah.
I mean, Mysterious Manderwell. And I think I'm very hard on that one because that was the first episode where I was like, whoa, what? The show can be not good? Like, I was like, it was like, man, like, crush every episode, like one after the other. And then got to the Mysterious Manderwell. And that was the first time I walked away after watching it for an episode of MLP where I was like, I didn't like that. It was not good. And that stuck with me. I'm sure there's other episodes that are like not worse, but not as, not also in that ballpark of like, it was all right.
For me, it was Cart Before the Ponies.
Which one's that?
That's the one where they were doing the carts, where
Giddy-up
the older
derby
girls
racers.
built the carts that was not what the CMC wanted to make.
Oh, that's right.
It was all for them. And it was like, you broke the characters to tell the story. You broke them.
How did that?
I've heard this before.
Was Rainbow Dash Rarity and Applejack with the carts?
Yeah, well, Rainbow Dash was building a speed cart where Scootaloo wanted to do the antique cart, which is what Applejack was doing, and Apple Bloom wanted to do the speed cart. So basically, they were doing the carts for themselves, traditionally, or for what they wanted to do, and they weren't listening to the girls when it was for the girls. It was their race. So basically, they broke the adult characters to tell the story, and I don't like when you break the characters to tell the story, which I've said before. So that was the first one where they broke the girls to tell a story just to have a show for little kids. And MLP was brilliant up to this point, and then you had a writer who didn't understand what MLP was, and they had them write this. I was like, that wasn't good.
Could that have worked earlier on in the show?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think for me it was the episode where we find out that Daring Do is actually real.
That was weird.
Yeah, I was confused.
Not terrible. It was odd.
It just for me, I was just like, I don't know. I think I just kind of preferred her.
You like the mystery.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Was that actually Spike's dad in the episode where some guy showed up being like, I'm Spike's dad? That wasn't him? No. Okay. That was a weird episode.
Yeah.
I've got the weird matter, antimatter of A Candlelit Wedding Part 1 versus Part 2.
Explain.
All right. Everything I love about A Candlelit Wedding, the episode, is in Part 2. Part 1 is a slogfest for me because they're trying so hard to get you to like Cadence and Shining Armor. These characters who just came out of nowhere but are supposed to be critical to Twilight's life. And even having, kind of, as Dusty says, breaking the characters that they walk out on Twilight at the end. Also, they can get with this cool new princess. But then, oh my God, This Day Aria is such a beautiful song, beautifully performed. The changelings are awesome. Queen Chrysalis had a whole draw friend devoted to her a day after the episode aired. She made such a huge splash. So it's a really great season finale, but I hate half of it. So it's my least favorite, you know?
Interesting. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
And just a heads up for at least us up here, we're in the last 10 to 15 of the panel, so.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
time flies.
Quick answers.
Quick answers.
So we'll
Lightning
try
round.
to get through as many of these as we can.
Like,
Alright, since it's lightning round, favorite Rainbow Dash episode?
None.
All of them.
What?
all of them.
Thanks for the memories.
Good answer. Alright,
I really do enjoy, whether you want to call it a Rainbow Dash episode, but this goes back to the episode where they all got their cutie marks, and that was all explained. I always thought that was it was really neat. That Rainbow Dash is responsible for everything Saberspark loves.
Everything.
Unfortunately.
You're up.
Yes.
Yes.
What piece of media first got you interested in the show?
Yeah.
The first thing I remember seeing was like an Alpha Moon base thing with My Little Pony on it, and I was like, this is weird.
I saw like a Tumblr comic that had like Homestuck talking to like MLP. Yeah, the Homestuck. And someone like did voices for the comic. And I was like, oh, cool.
I had never seen it until the premiere. I saw it at the premiere first thing.
Chad Rocco, also known as CR of the then
Oh,
that guy
yeah.
with the glasses, he did a big review retrospective of the Generations and the season premiere, and it caught my interest.
Sierra's cool.
Favorite and least favorite premiere / finale.
Ooh.
For Game of Thrones, sorry.
Favorite is the original premiere of Nightmare Moon. I have to think about the ones I hate. Go.
My favorite is the T-Rex one, season 4. I love that. It was so much fun. And then my least favorite is it's the one where like this kid's like eating seeds or something and it's plants. I forget. Thanks, nerds. At that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. I didn't remember it. I hated it that much.
I think least favorite for me, I don't remember the name or what season, but it was the one.
We're getting old.
Yeah,
Never
when Minty, I don't know. And now there was the episode where like it felt like nothing really happened. It was like Starlight was like, "I'm gonna leave," and Twilight's like,
Don't leave.
"Don't leave."
Was that the one where?
Oh, Celestial Advice?
Thank you.
Those
Yeah.
are always my answer will be the ones where I go into these premieres and finales expecting something epic, and I'm more forgiving to the premieres if they set the table. But finales, I'm like, come on, give me something. And gosh, I need to go through and rewatch them. That'd be a good top 10 video, you know, top 10 like or tier list for like My Little Pony premieres and finales.
At least we remember them.
My favorite premiere is the Return of Harmony because Discord and his manipulation were so impressive. And you know what? I'm going to take Candlelight Wedding off the table because I already talked about it. This was not. I don't hate this, but I also feel like it did not feel like a proper send off was Shadow Play, where the pillars and the main six are all together. But there's just not enough time to have 12 characters interact and be distinct. It just felt like, hi, we're the new toys, but are really the old predecessors. Buy our toys that were never produced. Why don't I have a raw cook? Dang it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I might say my favorite was I'd probably go season 4. I'm kind of eliminating the end of the series. Like I really enjoyed that one, but season 4 was just so much fun as someone who'd follow the show all the way through. I was like, whoa.
I think the one I really hate but kind of also love is where Twilight got her wings. And it's like, because Emmy Larson had to write that, like, that was going to be a series finale. He was halfway written it, and then they said, oh, we're going to go on, and he had to basically shoehorn a bunch of stuff in so they can continue the series. It was supposed to be the end. And
He was winging it.
He was winging it at the end, pretty much. Yep.
Well done.
So, yeah, it was. She got her wings, and we got all that future. But it's like it was really written stilted, and some other stuff that went on I didn't like. But it's like, well, I love it because she got her wings, but I kind of hated the way it was told. It's kind of weird. All right, thank you for your question. Next.
Next question.
This was a simple one. Are you guys ever planning to possibly react to some of the big fan-made works at any time, ever?
So with fan-made works, this was something that we kind of decided early on, because one of the big things that was coming out at the time years ago was Double Rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a delicate line, because I never ever, like, I think it is fair if people want to do their form of critique. You know, it's okay to, it's like constructive
Pick up your gun.
constructive criticism and whatnot. But the way that the Bronies Reacts are with the series, you know, these are paid professionals doing it, and I feel like there's also an established relationship that ended up being formed kind of between the staff and Bronies React, which to me is also just baffling. But I think there was like enough of that knowledge of what it was.
Well, it's like fan creations can come across as like you're punching down.
That's the thing. I never wanted to put someone down, even as like, oh, this is a joke. I never wanted to do something that was going to
Come across as like you're bullying them.
to hurt someone or their confidence in what they were doing for a joke.
A company can take it for days. Then who cares?
So
but like a fan creation is like, nah, Race, you're better than that. I hope you're better than that.
For now, until we start reacting to your stuff.
That was good. I like that. I'll take a copyright.
But that's why we haven't done so much of the fan-made stuff. Again, it's just, it comes from more of a form of trying to be respectful to the other content creators. I never would want to make somebody feel feel bad about something they put a lot of time into. So, hello.
Hi. Do each of you have a hidden talent that you would share with us?
One more time.
One more time, we can hear you.
Oh, do you each have a hidden talent that you can share with us? Like right now, like you don't need a prop or anything.
Is this an 18+ panel? No? Never mind. I'll tell you later.
I was a cook in a 4-star restaurant.
I was a 4-star and a quick star restaurant. I was a 4-star. I don't know. Race, what about you?
I don't know if it's very common knowledge, but a large part of my life is actually being a racetrack announcer. So I do a lot of that.
Yeah, he's the guy who announces when the dogs run around the track.
The dogs. No, yeah, at the racetrack. Coming out of turn number 4, they're side by side into turn number 1. They touch. They hit Dustykat flipping over. Oh my gosh. That's that's always. I love doing that. When I'm not working a crowd at a Burning convention, I get to do it at a racetrack. I love it. It's absolutely a passion.
Excellent. Let's see. I guess for me, I've worked as a video editor for news companies who covered the flooding in the flooding in the South and of New Orleans, and then I worked as a paralegal. So I've covered some cases, and then a graphic designer. So I've been all over the place, and I can wiggle my ears.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, you did say hidden talent.
You did say. Yeah. Couple minutes left. Let's go.
All right, hello there. Oh shit. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
You're all right.
You're good.
All right. What is your all-time favorite scene in the new G5 movie?
Oh, new Gen 5 favorite scene.
I like Zips bouncing off the rocks. That's where she gets introduced.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like Sprouts chickening out and just going into one of the traps.
There's a little dance like with what's the name of the main horse? Sunshine?
Sunny.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Like sing with Izzy, and it's this little weird like trotting dance. And she like moves her legs and does like something like that. And I'm like, that's a really cute animation.
Oh yeah, Lost in the Hills. I got the skills.
I honestly feel like I would have expected to hate it, and I ended up loving Izzy's song.
I love her
when she like breaks out in the rap and all this stuff.
That was surprising.
I was laughing so, and the words, like the writing in that song, it's actually like Hirosashi will break into it. Like he's like, I'm like, my God.
Who rhymes super glue? Really?
Ironically,
Très magnifique. Yeah. No, I love it. I love it. Yes.
Hey there, guys. So, has there been any of the times where you've been recording for Bronies React and you've done a take for any of the episodes, and you've just thought to yourself, this is horrible, I'm doing this again?
Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Better to start over and do it right than be satisfaction.
Yeah. In regards, like, because I film live when I'm actually watching the stuff for the first time, but it doesn't mean, like, I keep pausing stuff. And if I didn't like my initial delivery, I'll just re-say it again. Like they say, get it right.
Home stretch here.
I recorded Modern Sea Pony 15 times.
Yeah, I had an episode where I had a booger. So as I'm editing, all I can fixate on is this speck in my nostril. So I had to go back and re-edit because if I can't stand it, I don't see why anyone else could.
Now I will say we actually did really good, guys. So we only have a few questions left. We will get through these three. Your
Which is
turn.
more important, the magic, the fantasy, and the timeline and history of the show, or the ethics and respect the characters have for each other?
Which is more
What's
important?
more important?
Yeah.
The
really cool stuff, or the stuff that Brony should actually take home?
Well, I think that the interweave. I don't think that you can separate one from the other.
Didn't think so.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, if you remember 2 years ago, I decided to cut deep. Now I'm going to see how deep I can go. Who are all of your...
You a mob boss with that code?
Like, I can't see your face with the lighting, so this just makes it even more terrifying.
I grew up with
None of that's
Can't see your
helping. I
face.
can't see your face.
I was molded by it.
You're basically shoulders and biceps.
Yeah, pretty much. You see, 2 years ago, I asked who were all your waifus, but now I'm going to ask who are all of your pony waifus.
Our what? Our own?
Your pony waifus.
On waifus. So ponies we wouldn't go near with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, come on. You got to have a pony waifu. Everybody does.
On waifu. Okay, Zesty Gourmand of... I mean, wait, honey, unwaifu, right?
Dustin, what's your answer?
Or my waifu?
Your pony waifu.
Pony waifu.
Oh,
the one on
pony
my
waifu. I
arm.
think unwaifu.
Pony.
Pony waifu.
Thank you very on birthday.
Oh, well, that's easy. Princess Luna.
Yes. And before any of you, the rest of you answered, the correct answer is Fluttershy. All right. I'm done. Thank you.
See you, bro.
Dusty, did you answer? Who's yours?
The one that's tattooed to my arm.
Oh, but she's taken. Didn't you hear?
All right, last question. We gotta
Did you miss the dating game last night?
Last question. This last one.
Do you guys, any of you guys have any, do you guys have anything that you've ever reacted to or like the most from any other generations other than G4 and G5?
I caught most of the question, if you don't mind repeating it.
Is there anything from like other generations other than G5 and G4 that you like?
We reacted to G3
Or reacted?
We did G3.5 and 3.
nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
That was a nightmare.
That was a nightmare.
We've done a riff on the I think it was the first thing of My Little Pony.
The first movie.
And actually, like,
It's that bad.
I was surprised. I was like,
First movie's hard rock.
The first movie is what inspired Lauren to bring that fantasy action to G4.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, this goes hard. Like,
We're going to morph ponies into dragons and pull wagons with them and what?
You know, like a Centaur demon monster. It's like
Or demon monsters and
Right,
the bog and the ooze.
like right out the gate, Centaur demon monster and My Little Pony. He's like, yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But for me, my friends, the Rift Ponies had me sit in and watch a G3 cartoon. Now, reacting to that, you can basically go with, oh my God, what is going on? Because they show where unicorns come from. And it's basically watching two rainbows cross and copulate? I don't know.
You cross the streams.
You never cross the streams.
You cross the streams, you get a unicorn. Everything Ghostbusters taught me is a lie.
Saber, let's see if that works tonight. You want to cross the streams?
Oh, we are in San Francisco.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to Bronies React. So real quick, for those that do not know, my wife, is she still here?
It's not real.
I can't even, there, yay! Sarah and I, we have a gaming channel, for those that don't know, that we've been having a lot of fun with. I don't have a big stack, but I do have some Ready Player Dumb stickers. And like I said, I don't have a lot, but I guess first come, first serve for those that want them. Again, I want to just give a massive shout out to all the folks in the back, the AV team, all their hard work. all the staff here at Babscon, they've been doing a fantastic job all weekend, all for us, all for you. You all have a great rest of Babscon 2022. Have a great day.